Welcome back to This Week in 23 Sports. I'm your host, Brea Williams, alongside Eleanor and and we're here to tell you everything you need to know about Mizzou sports.
We have a great show for you today. Volleyball, football, soccer, all coming up for fall sports updates.
Welcome to This Week in 23 Sports, your premier University of Missouri sports update show.
The Tigers are back in town after a wicked close overtime loss on the East Coast. Missouri football will be back at Faurot Field this weekend. It was tied 17-17 at halftime, and I really thought the Tigers were going to win this game. These teams looked very evenly matched, but Boston College did take over in the third quarter. But Mizzou was able to hang on and bring this game into overtime with a 56-yard field goal from Harrison Mavis.
That's right, Eleanor. Mavis tying the game 34-34 in the last 3 seconds of the fourth. But in the extra minutes, the Tigers fell to Boston College after an interception that was intended for Kiki Chisholm. Boston College extends their winning streak to 4-0, but our Tigers fall to 2-2.
The Tigers host the Tennessee Volunteers this Saturday, and they are coming into this game with a 2-2 overall record and 0-1 record in the SEC. Tennessee is coming off a 38-14 loss against the Florida Gators. The Volunteers and Tigers have played each other 9 times, and Missouri sneaks by with 5 wins over Tennessee.
This game kicks off the SEC home opener for both teams. The game is set to start at 11 a.m. Central, and it's also airing on SEC Network.
Volleyball is back in Columbia tonight. The Mizzou Tigers are taking on South Carolina Gamecocks. Mizzou leads South Carolina 9-4 in the all-time series.
This season through volleyball has had a rocky start. They're currently 3-11 overall and 0-1 in the SEC. After losing to Kentucky last week, Kentucky beat Mizzou in 3-0 last week. Even though Mizzou did not win a set, they only lost by 1 or 2 points. These teams were every neck and neck throughout the whole match, but it was the Wildcats who got the win.
The Tigers are looking to get their first SEC win tonight against South Carolina Gamecocks. The Gamecocks are currently 9-3 overall for this season, but like the Tigers, they also are coming into this game off a loss. This game will start at 6:30 tonight, and they play Game 2 of the series tomorrow.
Mizzou tennis held their own this past weekend at the Milwaukee Classic with an outstanding semifinal double play by Brant Merget and Marta Oliveira. A singles performance from Ellie Wright in round 16 and Oliveira winning out in the consolation round.
That's right, Brea. The Tigers competed well in the tournament, having an overall score of 10-6 starting off right for them this season. They have a short break till they will continue in the next tournament in South Carolina till the Friday the 10th. Good luck, ladies.
As for women's golf, they are back on top. Mizzou Women's Golf won their home event title for the 7th consecutive year. The team maintained the top spot on the leaderboard throughout the whole tournament.
In addition to the team's success, it was Mizzou's Keegan Dunn that placed 3rd overall and got her career best performance. Dunn had 12 birdies and 1 eagle and finished with an 8 under 208 score. Women's golf will have a 2-week break before they travel to Texas for the Jim West Challenge on October 17th and 18th. Meanwhile, Mizzou soccer has fallen into a pattern, and it's not necessarily a good one. For the past 3 games, Mizzou has lost with a score of 2-1, giving up a goal in the last 5 minutes of every game.
That's right, Eleanor. On Sunday, they lost 2-1 in double overtime to Tennessee. The Tigers scored their first and only goal within the first 9 minutes of the game. Tennessee was able to get a goal and force it into overtime.
In the 106th minute of the game and in the second overtime, Mizzou could no longer hold off Tennessee any longer. Tennessee scores and finally ends the game 2-1. Tomorrow, the Tigers will be in Nashville taking on Vanderbilt.
Mizzou Swim and Dive are set to open their season this Friday at the 15th annual Show Me Showdown. This will be a pink out event in honor of Breast Cancer Month. There are plenty of Mizzou sports to watch this weekend. Volleyball and soccer on Friday, and of course, football on Saturday.
And catch us back here next week for more This Week in 23 Sports. I'm Eleanor and
And I'm Brea Williams. Have a great weekend, Tigers.